Ever wondered what Earth would look like a billion years from now? Would volcanoes cover the land? Would the oceans be gone? Or would Earth become a giant water world? And what about humanity? Would we still be here? Or have we spread out across the galaxy? Let's take a journey into the future and explore the fate of Earth and its inhabitants. Subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon to join us on more epic journeys into the unknown. Time travel to the distant future is a fascinating concept. While we can't physically journey a billion years ahead, we can delve into scientific predictions to imagine Earth's future. In this video, we'll explore the potential changes our planet might experience over the next billion years. The planet's changing face. First, let's talk about the Earth itself. A billion years from now, Earth might look unrecognizable. The surface could be completely reshaped by forces like tectonic shifts and volcanic activity. In some places, we might see vast, dry deserts, while others could be covered in new mountain ranges. The planet could even experience periods of intense heat or extreme cold, depending on changes in the atmosphere. What would the climate be like? The Earth's surface temperature would likely be much hotter. The sun's growing luminosity, how much energy it gives off, would make the planet unbearably warm, even to the point where all the oceans could evaporate. Imagine a scorched Earth with only the poles holding onto small pockets of water. The end of humanity. Now, let's talk about us, humans. Can we make it to the future? The truth is, the chances of humanity being around to witness this are slim. We're up against some pretty serious existential threats. Global warming, overpopulation, and even the risk of nuclear war could spell disaster. Not to mention, asteroids and comets pose a huge risk. Our survival over the next billion years will depend on whether we can overcome these challenges. But what if we do survive? Could we evolve into something entirely different, perhaps even spread to other parts of the galaxy? It's a real possibility. Settlements could be established on different planets, and over time, humans on those worlds might adapt to their new environments, becoming different species altogether. Imagine that. A whole new branch of humanity, the Deca Millennium Bug, a new Y2K. Here's something fun to think about. In the year 10,000 AD, we're going to run into a big problem. It's called the Deca Millennium Bug. Basically, our software that tracks calendar years will hit a limit and won't be able to record dates beyond 4 digits. Remember the Y2K bug? This will be similar, but at a much larger scale. Hopefully, we'll have learned to handle this one without the panic that gripped the world in 2000. Evolution and genetic diversity. By 10,000 years into the future, humans will have evolved. Genetic traits like skin and hair color will no longer be tied to specific regions of the Earth. This could lead to a more unified human race, potentially reducing the divisions that separate us today. Imagine a world where everyone looks similar and maybe, just maybe, we finally get along a bit better. Languages, on the other hand, will be radically different. The languages we speak today will barely resemble what future generations speak. In fact, they'll only contain about 1% of the vocabulary we use now. This could be a sign of just how much time and change can shape even the most basic aspects of communication. The future of Earth's geology. Fast forward millions of years, and Earth's geography will look completely different. The continent of Africa will break apart, forming a new ocean basin. Over 50 million years, Africa will collide with Eurasia, closing off the Mediterranean Sea. This collision will create a brand new mountain range, potentially one taller than Mount Everest. Talk about earth-shattering changes. In the same time frame, Mars might collide with its moon, leading to the development of a ring system like Saturn's. Pretty cool, right? The asteroid threat. Earth won't be safe from big space rocks either. There's a high chance that an asteroid larger than 1 kilometer in diameter will hit Earth at some point in the future. This asteroid will create a massive crater and start fires all over the planet, making the air toxic and impossible to breathe. It sounds apocalyptic, but don't worry. Future humans, if they're still around, will hopefully have the technology to prevent such impacts. But then again, we can't always predict the future. Supervolcanic eruptions, the end of an era. But if an asteroid doesn't get us, a supervolcano might. Imagine a volcano erupting with enough force to send 3,200 cubic kilometers of ash into the atmosphere. That's enough lava to fill 75% of the Grand Canyon. This kind of eruption would cause massive climate changes and might even lead to an extinction event, much like the eruption of Mount Toba around 70,000 years ago, which nearly wiped out humanity. Betelgeuse and supernova explosions. In the sky, things will get interesting too. Betelgeuse, a nearby star, will explode into a supernova. This massive explosion will be visible from Earth even during the daytime. It might not pose any immediate threat to life on Earth, but it will be one of the most spectacular events in the sky. And it's just one of many cosmic events we might witness in the far future. The Earth and space, a constantly evolving dance. Over the next 500 million years, the continents will continue to shift. Earth's land masses will fuse together, forming a new supercontinent called Pangaea Ultima. But don't get too attached to it, because in 400 to 500 million years, this supercontinent will break apart again. The Earth is always in motion, and its shape will continue to change throughout the ages. Gamma ray bursts and the end of life. One of the scariest threats Earth might face in the distant future is a gamma ray burst. These bursts of radiation could come from a star exploding within 6,500 light years of Earth. If one strikes, it could destroy the ozone layer, triggering a mass extinction event. Life as we know it would struggle to survive. The moon and the sun changing forces. In a billion years, the moon will drift far away from Earth, altering our planet's experience of solar eclipses. Total solar eclipses, where the moon completely covers the sun, will be a thing of the past. This dramatic change will reshape how we view both celestial bodies. The sun, our vital source of light and heat, will have increased in brightness. This growing luminosity will significantly raise temperatures on Earth. As the heat intensifies, it could lead to a halt in the movement of tectonic plates. Plate tectonics play a crucial role in Earth's stability and climate. These movements help regulate temperatures and support life by causing events like earthquakes and volcanic eruptions. Without this activity, Earth would struggle to maintain its current climate and environment. The consequences of these changes will be profound. Ecosystems could collapse, weather patterns might shift dramatically, and the planet's surface could become entirely different. Life as we know it could face serious challenges in this distant future. The final heat death of Earth. The sun, currently a middle-aged star, is expected to enter the red giant phase in about 5 billion years. During this phase, it will expand and increase in luminosity, significantly affecting the inner planets, including Earth. This transformation is a natural part of stellar evolution. As the sun's brightness increases, Earth's surface temperature will rise. A 10% increase in the sun's luminosity is projected to elevate global temperatures to around 47 degrees Celsius, 117 degrees Fahrenheit. This extreme heat will trigger a runaway greenhouse effect, where the atmosphere traps more heat, leading to the evaporation of oceans and the loss of surface water. Such conditions will render Earth inhospitable to current forms of life. The runaway greenhouse effect occurs when a planet's atmosphere contains greenhouse gases in amounts sufficient to block thermal radiation from leaving the planet's surface. A final farewell to Earth. When you arrive in your time machine, Earth will look nothing like the planet you once knew. With extreme heat, a lack of breathable air, and no water, it will be impossible to survive. Humanity, if we've made it this far, will likely be living on distant planets, exploring the stars. So, while Earth will be uninhabitable, the rest of the solar system might be where the human race, or maybe other intelligent life, resides. That's a whole other story, one for another What If episode. That's it for our journey to the future. Earth may be facing some dark times, but there's hope for humanity if we can evolve and adapt to whatever the future throws at us. Let's keep dreaming, exploring, and surviving. If you love this deep dive into the future, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and share this video with your fellow time travelers.